Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading from March 17th to the 23rd, 2025. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. Aquarius, hello. What a great week. I hope you know that this is one of the best months for you, for Aquarius, okay? One of the best months out of all the signs for us. If you're new to my channel, I'm an Aquarius. And I want to actually personally invite you to the season finale of March 2025. Starts this week. It starts this week. You can expect really big endings. Look at what's happening. We hit the equinox. We're going to talk about that. But before we get there, remember, this is a week where we're coming after a lunar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse next week. We're right in the middle of it. So this week, yeah, truly the season finale of this month. So there may be a little bit of drama. Things may be also a little bit confusing, miscommunication, misinformation. Remember, Venus and Mercury are retrograde in Aries this week in your third house of communication. And so there can be delays as well as in travel. You know how it goes, right? So practice patience. You're going to be fine. Your mind is on the past, so just reevaluate things. People from your past are coming back. Can be career, can be love. It doesn't matter. It's your third house, okay? It can be like siblings, aunts, uncles, relatives, neighbors, things like that, okay? Things may feel a little extra too. We're between two eclipses. We're at the week of the equinox. Things may feel a little bit slow because Mars, Aries ruler, and keep that in mind. I said Aries ruler. We're about to talk about how everything is moving into Aries, okay? So Mars, Aries ruler, is tiptoeing out of Cancer, which is great because Mars doesn't do well in Cancer, but really slow. Still gaining momentum, but really slow. And as you know, Mars, well, if you don't, that's why I'm here. Mars in Cancer rules that area of your life that's all about everyday activities, your routines, including work. So colleagues, employees, things like that, okay? As well as health matters. Yes, I am still under the weather. My voice is completely gone, and I should be, I might have to have a lozenge, whatever it's called, during this reading at some point. But anyway, use this week because, listen, emotions are going to be heightened a little bit still with Mars in Cancer. You could still feel a little bit sensitive, and Mars will be squaring Chiron. It is all month. This week it's really strong. It gets stronger every day because they go exact next week, the week of the eclipse, the week where we have the once in a lifetime planetary conjunction that I told you about in your March forecast. This is a big week. So this week, what is this week all about? First, it's all about healing old wounds. It's and especially working on yourself, doing a lot of self-healing, forgiveness. Forgive yourself for some things. Forgive others. Ego's out the door. That's what this week is all about, okay? Because it can also be a very aggressive week. Very like my way or the highway. You may pick up on that energy, okay? So don't flip any tables. You're going to be fine, all right? You are finishing a major chapter in your life. You don't want anything to get in the way of that, all right? You got to look at the big picture here. I told you last week, Pisces is the end of the zodiac, and you've got the North Node here with a bundle of planets all conjuncting, all right? What does that mean? The Pisces North Node, I told you, that's your spiritual awakening. You're awakening. You're seeing things. You're seeing things that you're like, this is not me, or this is my authentic self, and this is how much I'm worth. This is the value that I bring to things because this stellium is happening in your second house. And money. Money is a big thing for you. Huge. Your second house is salary, income, finances. It's also food, if there's like a thing with food with y'all. But anyway, you are having this spiritual awakening. It is the North Node. You're entering this it's not even a brand new chapter. The equinox in Aries, we're going to talk about that. This is big new. Remember, Saturn is leaving Pisces. Neptune is leaving Pisces. The sun's leaving Pisces. Everything's moving into Aries. So we're on the brink of a brand new era. Not just a new chapter, a new era. You are, okay? Team Aquarius, we are. It's huge. It's huge. So again, this week, if you can, please practice some meditation, do some grounding, get some crystals, work with some crystals. Crystals have energy. Put some in your water. I did a video on crystals, my, secret tips. All right, it really helps. Earthing, go out in nature. You love that. You love hugging trees. You're an Aquarius. You're the humanitarian. If you live in a city like me, get some earthing. I got earthing mats. I got one on my foot right now. I have it during every reading. You can do it inside. Okay, in my description box, if you want to know the one, I have a link to the one that I use. But just remember, this is a great time to work on your chi, your prana, your chakras, all of that. Connect with the ether, Mother Nature. You're about to, next week, Mars is going to square Chiron exact. The same week that we have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, you want to be prepared. The same week that Neptune moves into Aries, the first time in 164 years, you want to be prepared this week, because this equinox is happening and it's going with you, whether you're ready or not. It's going to be, it's, like when you're at, did a vacation with your friends, right? At the hotel, and you're packing and they're rushing you. You don't want that. You want to be prepared. They're like, we got to get the taxi. Back in the 80s, who uses taxis? Uber, whatever. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Here's the thing. This is a week where you want to be explorative. You want to be fluid, not repressive, not regressive. It's being very open-minded. It's all about healing and growth still. Mind, body, spirit, okay? Take the time to heal old wounds. And when I say that, you're going to pick up on what it is for you, okay? Let these retrogrades help, okay? Just be prepared. It's so much Aries energy that we're about to go into, and it's not temporary. It's, remember, for years, Saturn there, Neptune, for years. So Aries, remember, is the fighter, the warrior god, the athlete. Think about an athlete going into a big game. They don't just prepare physically. It's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. And I'm telling you this because this week can be a little bit intense. Remember, Mars is trining Saturn. That's going to be really strong very soon. Okay, well, it's very strong this week, actually. And so that's great. That's the two malefic planets working in your favor. Mars in your sixth house of work. Saturn, your second house of salary, income, finances. This is a great week. And then remember what I said last week, April 4th is a day that Uranus and Saturn, the huge sextile that we haven't had in over 25 years. Uranus and Saturn, your two rulers, Aquarius. I can't even begin to tell you this is a big week for you, okay? So they're getting stronger every day. You're feeling that this week. You're building this new foundation. You're having breakthroughs. You're having changes. You're entering a new frontier and you're feeling it. If you're not feeling it, it's because you haven't done that self-healing. You haven't let things go with that lunar eclipse. You got to feel this, all right? Now, Monday, March 17th, happy St. Patrick's Day, all right? The Sun and Uranus, really great harmony here, Tuesday, March 18th. Listen, really big water trine that's absolutely amazing. We're going to talk about it in the second spread. We've got the moon in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces, Mars in Cancer. So, that's great for family, lovers, dreamers, all of that. But look at what's happening. You've got this golden triangle, this water trine, in your house of career, your house of work, your house of money. We'll talk about that in the second spread. This is big. Wednesday, March 19th. Here we go. We got the Neptune Cazimi. And Pisces, 29 degrees, critical degree. Remember, this is it. This is the last one. The last one, okay? This is your imagination soaring. This is dreaming big. We're talking about Neptune here. This is creativity, love, compassion. That's divinity, Aquarius. That's divinity. That's what makes you human. That's what makes you unique. Use this. It's the sun. It's a sun. your willpower, life force energy. I mean, use this, okay? This is your intuition, compassion, dreams. All of that's going to be heightened. Pay attention to your dreams. Please do. This is a great time. And I've told you this for years, but I need to make this very clear right now, Aquarius. You have no idea. Are you working on your vision boards? Aquarius, y'all are the visionaries. Please tell me you are, okay? This is the week to do it. This conjunction's strong. You're going to feel it days before. You're going to feel it days after. It's strong. Please work on your vision boards. I can't even begin to tell you how big of a deal this. Neuroscientists talk about visualization. You know that, right? Visualization activates neural pathways in your brain. This is real. This isn't just like, ooh, manifestation. This is literal science. This is visualization, building new neural pathways in your brain, increasing your confidence, making things real for you. I've been talking about the law of attraction, vibrating, all of that. I do it for a reason. I want the best for you. You've heard the story of Jim Carrey writing him a check to himself every night, $10 million check every night. What did he get? More than that. This works. Please use it. This is the perfect time. This is the strongest. You've got the sun conjuncting Neptune at 29 degrees in your second house. If you don't do this, I'm coming over with crystals. I'm gonna poke this at your door until I know that you're working on your vision board. All right. If you're an artist, by the way, if you're a creative type, oh, you're gonna love this. Artists, painters, dancers, poets, musicians. It doesn't even matter. Your creativity is gonna be off the roof. Off the roof? Through the roof? Through the roof. Off the charts. Because remember, it's not just the sun conjunct Neptune. It's the sun conjunct Neptune conjunct the North Node, your destiny conjunct Saturn. Wide or with Saturn, but he's still here. Okay, so do this. Please do this. Yeah? And honestly, the moon is going to be trining the sun, the Neptune, the North Node this day as well. Okay, so that's fame. That's fame for you. That's fame, that's career, that's public recognition, that's honors, that's achievements. If you're retired, it's whatever you want to be known for, whatever you're passionate about, wherever you're exerting your energy. Please do this, Aquarius. I do this every week to make sure that you get. Listen, I'm here for you. The one thing that I'm going to say is like one thing, remember with Neptune, especially at a critical degree like this, and its strong aspect when it's Kazemi, you want to have a foot on the ground, avoid escapism, avoid delusion, illusion, fantasy, doom scrolling, all of that. Out the door. Yeah. Okay. So what else do we got going on? And then again, the moon trining the sun, Neptune, North Node. We'll talk about that. In the second spread. Oh yeah. And this is actually one of the best weeks for you. I'm not going to lie. This is one of the best weeks for you, Aquarius. I'm very excited for you. Oh my goodness. Let me just tell you now. And again, I talk about the lunations and I do, asteroids and everything in the second spread for tier 3 members, but I'm just going to give you a little preview. You will have the moon in Sagittarius. It's amazing. So you see, Sagittarius rules your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams, your long-term dreams, your social network, groups you belong to. And so this is an amazing week because you see where you're starting from the beginning of the week, moving into the middle of the week. And then on Thursday, March 20th, you've got, here we are. Here's a big day. The sun moving into Aries. Okay. But fiery because it's the sun moving into Aries, moon in Sagittarius, fire sign, whoosh, because Oh, yeah. The moon will be sextiling Pluto in your sign. I mean, okay. Anyway, I'm excited for you. March 20th. Happy equinox. We're here. All right. Happy spring. Happy fall. If you are in the southern hemisphere, I just want you to know this is it. This is it. I've talked about the equinox in your monthly forecast. This is, first of all, this is not just the sun. This is the sun, Venus, and Mercury all in Aries. We have a stellium of planets in Aries where the sun is exalted in Aries, meaning it does its best. It's like, he's in his chariot, but when he's in Aries, the sun, he's in his chariot being carried by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It doesn't matter. He's on that throne doing really well. So when I say everything's about to be very Aries heavy, it starts right now. Aries is the I am of the zodiac. It's the beginning. This is the beginning, okay? This is all about you. Aries is the ram, okay? The warrior. I told you that. Aries being the beginning, it's all about knowing yourself. Know thyself. Socrates, okay? So how do you know thyself? Interactions with other people. That is why we weren't put on this planet on separate islands away from other people. This is why we're here, our interactions with other people. And so the fact that Aries rules your third house of communication, how are you going to communicate if there's no one else? If you can't communicate with yourself. So this is you building bridges. This is you becoming bigger on your platform, whatever you want, because this is so much Aries energy for you. This empowers you. This is huge for you, Aquarius. Okay. Now, as I said in your annual forecast, and it was a good one, and I said in your March forecast too, and I think I said at the beginning of this is when the astrological calendar starts. This is when the actual year starts. This is the 0 degree point, the Aries point. This is the beginning of the beginning. This is refreshing. This is exciting. Okay? Aquarius, ancient monoliths, right? Megalithic structures around the world. They were built to mark this moment, the equinox. All our wisdom comes from the ancients, right? And I talk more about this in my March astrology overview live stream. If you want to take a look, even my last one, you got to watch my live streams. I tell you a lot more about what's going on and what to expect. But literally, we do not know what year we're in. We're just going with 2025. Remember, the calendar system has been tinkered with a lot, all right? But by default, it has always been the equinox, okay? We always know this is where it begins. So when the year starts, because here's the thing, listen, you don't start a year where everything is cold, where the trees are dead. No, you start in the spring, or, equinox, where everything comes alive. Anyway, I digress. We just came out of a lunar eclipse. Big endings. Yeah, that was big. That was your 8th house. Money stuff, partnership stuff. You just transforming your 8th house is deep. I talked about it in your last week's reading. You gotta watch it. Now we have the equinox, and then next week we have another eclipse. So the equinox, first of all, remember I said things come to life. This is the sun in Aries, exalted, go big or go home. Aries is the beginning. So the fact that Aries, again, is in your third house. Third house is launching businesses. This is very entrepreneurial. It's very pioneering. It's very self-starter, self-sufficiency. It's writing. Are you writing anything? What do you do? There's writing. It's researching. It's advertising. It's marketing. It's local communities. It's things like that. It's travel. It's short distance travel. Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. Hey, you got a lot happening here, but when I say communication, just think everything like wrapped up in communication, important conversations, contracts, agreements, things like that. You're going to be, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. I'll tell you something at the end. But I just want you to know that all the outer planets are direct. You've got nothing. This is your time. This is your time. This is your time to shine. Moving into the new moon solar eclipse we're going to have next week. So again, get prepared for that. Get prepared for that. And how do you get prepared for that? That self-love, that self-healing. You've got to let some things go to make room for this brand new era, to adapt. And remember, and I say this all the time, but usually around this time of the year, don't live a little, live a lot. Live a lot. Because remember, we have something very extraordinary happening this week. We've got Saturn, Neptune, the North Node conjunction, still in Pisces in your second house. Money, 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 finances, luxuries. Second house, again, self-worth, self-value, what material possessions. Okay? But this is the North Node in Pisces. Woof. This is expanding your consciousness. This is you getting on your destined path to enlightenment. What is your path to enlightenment? Have you thought about it? This is very heart-based. Yeah, listen, I tell you, you create your reality. You know that by consciousness. You saw my annual forecast. What are the 4 C's of 2025, the year that everything changes, starting now, right? Consciousness is one of those 4 C's. But now you've also got the Sun, Mercury, and Venus conjuncting in Aries all week until March 27th. Remember, I think I explained this in your March forecast. This is not okay. So think about it like a house party, right? The Sun, Mercury, Venus, they're not in different rooms. Okay, Venus isn't sitting by the pool. Mercury's not by the barbecue. The Sun's not like having a thing on the roof. The 3 of them are all dancing on the dance floor. It's a 3-way dance. They're interacting, they're laughing, they're talking about you. They're saying, what can we do for Aquarius? This is a 3-way conjunction. It's powerful. Okay? This is interactive. So again, you've got things to say. You've got things to write. You've got conversations that need to be had. You're feeling this, okay? You've got a lot going on. Third house is big. Again, third house is, Mercury ruled. And so you've got Mercury here in Aries in your third house. And so that is, Mercury also is like the messenger, but also like the mercantile. There's, if you're not starting your own business, if you're not putting the groundwork down, if that's what you want, what you will be, all of this is making you. So anyway, just remember you're on a karmic journey. Never forget that. Okay. So take that inspired action. Aquarius, I want the best for you. And remember, I've told you karma in Sanskrit literally means action. It's the inspired actions that you take. Anyway, Friday to Sunday. Whoa. All right. You've got Friday, March 21st, Venus sextile Pluto. This is big. Well, actually, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about, remember, Pluto's in your sign. That's why this is going to have a big impact on you. Remember, so I want you to think back to February 7th of this year, just last month. What was going on with you, Aquarius? What was going on with you? Because remember, and when I say that, relationships, money, creativity, what was going on? The conversations that you were having, what was going on through your head? Because remember, third house is also intellect, thinking, logic, processing your thoughts. What was going on around February 7th? Because Venus was direct at that time. Venus is now retrograde, going back over that part of your chart. So something around February 7th is coming up around this weekend. Yeah? It's big. And you see the Sun sextile Pluto, by the way, on Sunday. That's the Sun. So you're going to start feeling that on Friday because it's so powerful. And so you've got Venus and the Sun sextiling Pluto right away all weekend long. Venus is wealth, Pluto's power, that. And money too. So there's likely something with money that's happening for y'all. But again, it just could be, maybe like a conversation that you had about money. Maybe you're thinking about, like, how do I make more money, or what should I do with money? But anyway, this is just going to be a very intense weekend. Okay. But a good intense if you use it. Remember, Pluto's empowerment. So this is all about your desires, the things that you value. What brings you pleasure, Aquarius? All of March, you've been reassessing that. Yeah. Relationships, intimacy, finances. But now Pluto brings that depth. You're going deep. Pluto's in your sign. Out of all the signs, you're going really, really deep. You're harnessing Mulder, Scully, Scooby-Doo, Dexter. I don't know who, like, you're just going really, really deep. Let's leave Dexter out of it. All right. Velma and Fred. Okay. Scrappy. You're going deep. This is you having a microscope on everything that Venus represents for you. So maybe you are going back to a relationship. Remember, Venus is retrograde. Maybe you are going back to, a former lover. Maybe a former lover's coming in. Maybe you're going back to a former boss. Maybe you are reconnecting with, your colleague from, Lululemon. You're like, hey, why don't we start our own business? Maybe you're not satisfied with your salary or your 401k or, the royalties you've made off that movie. Speaking of which, hey, great time for Aquarius. Mikey Madison winning the Oscar. Come on. She's an Aries, Aquarius rising. Ooh, she has a lot of Aquarius energy. Anyway, this is all about your future. This is empowerment. This is a sextile. This is opportunity for you here this weekend. Remember what I said on April 4th, Uranus and Saturn sextiling. Okay? You're feeling it now. You're building up to it. Uranus and Saturn, your rulers, your two rulers, your modern ruler, your traditional ruler. Oh my goodness. With Pluto in your sign here, come on. This is big, okay? Use this energy now. It is the point of no return. Make it or break it. That's how you're going to be feeling, but in a good way. Again, this is your empowerment. And remember, I want to remind you, Pluto breaks things down for you to have that breakthrough, okay? So think of Pluto as like a bulldozer truck. Are you going to stand in the way? Or are you going to drive it? This is you. This is all you. You've got so much power. So this March this is one of the best months for Aquarius out of all the signs. Okay. We are going to have this again. This aspect again, May 6th. It's going to be big. Venus will be direct. Anyway, Saturday, March 22nd. You got the Venus Cazimi. Amazing. In Aries. This only happens once a year, a Venus Cazimi. And remember, Venus is retrograde in Aries, in the heart of the sun. That's what a Cazimi is. Think about that alignment. That's the hottest planet with a really hot star. And so it's fiery. It's good. And so think about that combustion, right? That burning up. So what is this? It's a huge moment of clarity. It's a refresh. It's a wake-up call. It's your aha moment. It's purification. It's purging. Again, what do you desire? You will know. This is when you're like, I get it. I know. Especially, again, you may even have huge light bulb moment on this day or a big conversation or a message coming through. Remember, we had the Saturn Cazimi last week. That's big. That's part of a big cycle. And I want you to know that. That is huge. I'll talk about this synodic cycle. Saturn's burning out, and there's a new story being born in your life. Oh, we'll talk about it, but in a future. But anyway, that was the last Saturn Cazimi we had in Pisces in our lifetime. In your second house of salary, income, finances, money, self-worth, self-value. Do you see how you're ending one chapter? You're building that structure, sustainability, right? And Saturn is now, Pisces is passing Saturn to Aries. Saturn's moving into Aries soon. You know that. I've told you this in May. And Saturn brings those reality checks. And so with Venus dredging up a lot of the past now, you've got to know what you want. But you are. Looking at what's going on for y'all. Y'all are feeling very empowered this week. Venus, by the way, dredging up the past. Yeah, very. The one who got away, right? Or the job that I really wanted, right? Those kind of things may be coming to mind, or something with travel, siblings, aunts, uncles, things like that, local community, neighborhoods, stuff like that. Okay, you're possibly moving. Uranus being in Taurus in your 4th house. Again, maybe thinking about moving. What's going on with your... Oh, yeah. You may be moving overseas too. But a lot of y'all, that's not going to happen until... maybe spring, summer. Summer, fall. Anyway, if none of that matters to you, by the way, it can just be a very romantic day. It's the Sun with Venus. And remember, Venus has been retrograde all month, so it has been very like, Rachel, Ross. Will they, won't they? They will. They will. This is it. This is a big kiss, okay? If you're not here for romance, just put wheels in motion this day. It's a Kazemi. Creative projects. We're talking about Venus here. Creativity, okay? Something with finances, entrepreneurship. It's in Aries, the entrepreneur. Finances. All of this, you've got this, their North Node in Pisces in your 2nd house, money. Start a business. Do something that, like, look into LLCs at least, or do something that is just like so fulfilling. It doesn't have to be work. It can be a relationship. It can be a business partner. It can be anything that you want. What is your heart desire? That's what Venus at the end of the day is. What is your heart desire? Give something life here, something new, make something happen. The moon is actually going to be in Capricorn all weekend. And that's no nonsense. That's you being very determined, getting the job done. I'm going after this. And the moon will be semi-square Uranus. We're going to talk about this. There's some stuff happening at home in your 2nd spread. But remember, Mercury and Venus next week are moving back to Pisces. And so you see what's happening here. Perfect time to have those conversations that you need to have those light bulb moments that you need to have, to, start thinking about contracts, new job, anything that you want. Because Mercury and Venus going back to Pisces, back to your 2nd house of salary, income, finances. Some deals going to be sealed. You're going to be thinking about these things. Or if not money, it's self-worth, self-value, and material possessions. Y'all could begin, that truck that you wanted. Something's coming through. Or a house. All this Uranus activity, maybe even realtors in the picture here. But anyway, here's the thing. If you're a cross watcher, if you watch for rising, your moon, your best friend, your, Oscar-winning best friend, your mother, whoever it is. Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer. We'll feel this the most, okay? All the cardinal signs. Actually, not only this Kazemi, but like Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, all of that, okay? So even like, the equinox. If you... Aquarius, if you have any planets, if you know your birth chart, if you have any planets in Aries between 0 to 4 degrees, yeah. I tried to do a chef's kiss. That did not. Then c'est la vie. Okay, great. Now, Sunday, March 23rd. I talked about this, Sun, sextile Pluto. There we go. It's in your sign. Pluto's in your sign. The Sun is in Aries. This is rare aspect. It's powerful. It only happens twice a year, okay? It's intense, it's deep, it's power plays, all right? You roll it, you roll the dice, you call the shots. Empowerment. Remember, Pluto moved into your sign for the first time in 250 years. You've never experienced this. Nobody on this planet has experienced this. I love this sextile. You know why I love this sextile? Is because, you and Aries have something in common. You both share this very nonconformist, individualistic, independent, marching to my own drumbeat, that kind of energy. Do you? Now, here's the thing. This is powerful. It's a Sun and Pluto now. Okay, so this is a powerhouse and it's deep. even very psychological, but this is you just knowing that you're a force to be reckoned with. Prepare to have a major transformation this weekend. Okay, Pluto, remember, it's transformation. So this is you feeling absolutely driven with your personal goals, achievements. It's all about the glory. I will achieve this no matter what. Yeah, all about success, rising above. Big. Remember, I told you March forecast. A lot of royalty in the past have had Sun sextile Pluto in their charts. This is who they are. Tom Brady has this. Albert Einstein, Bob Dylan, Sophia Loren. Harness that energy. Pluto's in your sun. Please use this. Also, by the way, I'm just going to give you a little preview now, Aquarius, because, I love y'all, and I'm Team Aquarius, so I always give you a little bit more than all the other sides. Remember how I said we're going to have this again? The next time we have it will be in November, okay? When the sun is going to be in Sagittarius. Ooh. So that's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be really nice. It's great, because, remember what I said, Sagittarius rules your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Ooh, it's big. It's big. The moon, again, will be in Sagittarius this week. And also your social network, your communities, groups you belong to, and social media. Is there something you're doing with social media? I mean, there could be, oh, look at that. It could be like a post that goes viral. You just never know. You got to put in that effort. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get started, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you. Let me focus on myself. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh gosh. Okay. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 17th to the 23rd. Okay. Aquarius. I need a drink. I need to have a little. Okay. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Y'all crack me up. What is going? Y'all, come on. Team Aquarius, I'm here for you. We're in this together. We're in this together. We got a bond. And I love it. Okay? We're the humanitarians. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so let's get started. Aquarius, I do a traditional culture cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And this is going to be a big week. All right? So, if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Oh, okay. Okay, Aquarius. Now, wow. I feel like you had something similar like this recently, but you're good. You're out. What a sweet week. What a very sweet. Look at all this sweetness. Look at all this, I'm moving forward. I know what I want. I'm feeling it. I love this. Oh my gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay. You got something really special here. You can't see it. I'll point it out to you. Well, look across. It's all cups. So very, cups are love. It's emotions. It's feelings. It's intuition. It's wonderment. It's relationships. It's all of that. King of Cups. I love this because King of Cups is very empathetic. He, leads with his heart. He's so emotionally stable. He's like the rock. Yeah, he's like the rock for other people. I love this. Like, you are on top of it. That self-love. I love this. He's got so much self-love. Okay, so this is really wonderful. Moving into this week, just being emotionally driven, but also like that heart-based energy for other people, for yourself. A lot of creative energy is coming through in a big way. You're really going to feel the Sun conjunct Neptune. Guaranteed. 90% guaranteed. But look, you got the Knight of Cups and the Heart of your spread. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. The Knight of Cups, a knight in shining armor. This is love. This is going after love. But it doesn't have to be if you're not here for love. Even if your relationship is just like, I want to feel that spark again. Remember, Venus is retrograde. It's dredging up a lot. You're like, what? And then Venus is moving into Pisces. So it's like a lot of back and forth. And so at the end of the day, what did I say in the beginning? What have I said like 20 times? What do you want? This is, what do you want, right? Because at the end of the day, he just wants to fill his cup. It's all about you. The Knight of Cups, though, he does extend the cup out. You see that here. He does want to share his journey with someone else. Now, it doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be romance. It can be career. It can be a creative project. The Knight of Cups is all about creativity. He's very romantic. He's a hipster. He's like, look, he's got the wings of imagination on his helmet, on his shoes. Okay. Very hermetic. Hermes. Okay. So messenger, like, let's speak, let's talk, the fish on his armor, he's Pisces, but fish, creativity. Okay. And so, yeah, whatever it is, get other people involved. Do not do things in a way like you need to bring other people in, but I feel like that you're gonna be thinking about it this week, and I want you to think about it because you do have the Six of Swords in your challenge area. Here's the thing. That's your card. Okay. It is attributed to Mercury and Aquarius. So remember, Mercury being really strong right now in your third house, Mercury in Aries in your third house. So out of all the signs, you are the most impacted with Mercury retrograde in Aries in your third house when it comes to communication. Okay. As well as the cardinal signs. This is Mercury and Aquarius, but it is Aquarius card and it is in your challenge area. This is a great card. It's all about like, just knowing that, like, okay, this happened. I can't do, like, we're moving forward with it. Okay. Look at my finger. It's going to be on the turbulent water. Look at the direction they're going. There's no undulation. It's calm, from chaos to calm. Okay. There's no troubles, but it's in your challenge area. So like I said, have you let things go? Are there things up here that you're holding in? You're Aquarius. You got a lot going on up here. You're air signs. Have you let things go? You've got to let things go this week. If it's weighing you down, okay? Yeah, okay. And especially with other people. Other, conversations that you do need to have. Okay? You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to communicate. It's your only swords card, by the way. Just, in your challenge area. So it's going to be up here. You do have the moon in Capricorn over the weekend as well. That is your 12th house. Talk about that. That's great. 6 of Wands. You just, listen, you want that success. You want to be recognized for how amazing you are. This is all about public recognition. This is all about victory, success. This is all about, it's a procession. Look at all the people cheering him on. Look at the wreath. It is victory. So I really love this for you because I know where your head's at. I know what you're feeling. I know what's going on here. And it's time for you to be recognized. And you know that. And it's time, and it doesn't even have to be in this huge global way or, this is very public facing. It can be just in a relationship. This is a Leo card, by the way. Leo is your opposite sign. Partnerships and relationships. By the way, next month, Mars is moving into Leo. Whoosh, big for you next month. Page of Pentacles in the root of your spread. I love it. Okay, so yeah, you do want something new. And this week, you are going to be doing something new. At least you're going to be thinking about it. It's a page. This is fresh new energy. And I want you to. Okay? You've got the Page of Pentacles, the most rooted page in the root of your spread. Let something root up in your life at the equinox where things are rooting up for this change. Yeah? Of season, of life, of the beginning. I love this. So again, money is a big thing for you this week. All month. Perfect. All right. And he's a big student. He likes to learn. Remember, you've got Mercury, Venus, the Sun, the equinox, all in your third house, which is learning new things. So there's something here. Remember, I said look into LLCs or whatever it is, whatever you want to start. Remember, it's third house of communication. I mean, do you want to start your own podcast? Like, look into what your heart desires. Well, it doesn't even matter. Is there something here new? You may have already come into, actually, by the way, after that lunar eclipse, that was in your 8th house of transformation and like money as well. This is great. Move with it. Look at all this forward momentum. the Six of Cups and your final, in your future. That's amazing. I love the Six of Cups. One of my favorite cards. It's all about harmony. It's harmonizing. In fact, you got 3 sixes. That's great. Okay. 6 is harmony. I discussed this last week. We had that eclipse at 24 degrees. It was a really strong 6 energy. It's really, really nice. Look at that reading. So that's a lot of 6s. Now I'm going to show you something here. All the 6s in the pips, right? They have multiple people. They're the only number that have multiple people. When I say 6, it's harmonizing. And this is a week where it's all about I am. How do you know about who you are? It's your interaction with other people. Bring people into your life. Do not close yourself off to other people. Okay? Especially with that 6 of Swords in your challenge area. That's going to be like your biggest like homework this week. Communicate. Build bridges. You never know what doors can open when you have one conversation, when you have one email, when you reach out. Now, the other thing is the 6 of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to give you more time here. The 6 of Cups is a big card associated with the past. And so remember, you got Mercury, Venus, retrograde, and Aries in the past. So a lot of just even with Mercury retrograde, people from your past resurface. This is a card of nostalgia, though. So this is feel good. All right. So when I say think about the past, using it to reassess what you want moving forward, not being stuck in the past, moving forward, knowing that you're moving into a lot of protection, comfort, security. That's what this card is. Okay. It's the biggest house in tarot, indicating all of that. You see the 2 children here. This is you tapping into your inner child. Letting your hair down, like not worrying. Put down your guards. You're going to. There's something here that you're moving into that's going to make you feel really good. And you're going to be moving into something that is going to be very like nostalgifying for you as well. And it could even be, and I want you to think about that. Nostalgia has been proven, right? Research has proven that nostalgia improves well-being, mental health, all of that, right? Remember, we're still on the healing path. This is a week of like healing old wounds. Okay. And this is really great. Think about that time you were in high school. You were in the Jeep Wrangler with your friends. Y'all were driving down your suburbs. You got nothing else to do. You were singing along to, Radiohead or, Four Non Blondes, Moby, Primitive Radio Gods, whoever it was. Y'all were having so much fun. That is that joy that you want to feel. Okay, I want you to feel that. All those great memories. It's really great. It does, it does wonders with, the endorphins, everything. But anyway, this is great. Just know that you're moving into a place of a lot of like, I can breathe, I can put my hair down, I can do all that. This is really wonderful. You are searching for what's going to bring you pleasure and joy. Be very creative about it too. With the Sun conjunct Neptune and Pisces. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. You blow me away. Y'all are I don't deserve y'all. Team Aquarius, listen. Oh, by the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I would like to know. And I love you. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, yeah. It's going to be hard, but you got to do it. All right. You got the 3 of Swords here. A lot of y'all could be going through some moments of like healing. There could have been something that was emotional, impactful. Like I said, that was a bonkers lunar eclipse at the same time that we had the Sun conjunct Saturn. I mean, that was big. And, that was all a lot of money stuff for a lot of y'all, but self-worth, self-value, 8th house is, again, transformation. It's deep. And you had that. And so and partnerships are a big thing for you. Okay. You even see that here. There could have been something here where it's like you're in the process now. Okay. So remember what I said, this week is all about self-healing. Yes, I am psychic. I knew that there's listen, I'm Team Aquarius. Did you see your last week's reading? You had this in your final outcome, but remember what you got after as your clarifier. And so, yes, Work on yourself. Do that healing. Three of Swords is attributed to Saturn and Libra. You know, all this Libra energy. Remember, Libra is all about partnerships and relationships anyway. So anyway, there could be something here, but it's all about that self-healing and growth this week to be prepared for what's to come next week, okay? You've got this. You've got this, okay? You've got a big support system too. Just use it. Page of Swords in your external factors area. What did I say? The fact that you've got 3 planets in your third house of the messenger, you got something coming through. You got the Page of Swords, the messenger, okay? In your external factors area, the swords are communication. So yeah, there's something coming through. There's a message you're going to get. There's a message you're going to receive. There's someone coming into your life as well. Page of Swords is, you know, again, remember pages are that fresh new energy that I was talking about? Think about like turning the page and, you know, the next era of your book. But this is great. Someone with a lot of enthusiasm. There could be someone coming into your life as well that's just really nice. They're just ready to go. They're ready to get started. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. Let's go. You know how people say that? Let's go. Judgment. Okay. You want this. You want this powerful, profound awakening, spiritual awakening. You're having it. Listen, Judgment is attributed to the planet Pluto. It's in your sign. You're going to be having this for 19 years, Aquarius. You got to use it. Okay. This is wonderful. This is all about healing, all about healing. This is saying, I've heard the blow of the trumpet, this Venus Cazimi, that refresh, that clarity, everything that's happening this week. This is all about me seeing things. This is me looking for those meaningful life experiences. What did I say? All about what brings you pleasure? What do you value? What is your heart desire? You're going to have that moment, because you're moving in that direction. And I want you to have that moment because you want that. 9 of Wands in your final outcome. We'll talk about this. I told you the moon's going to be in Sagittarius. This card is attributed to moon in Sagittarius. That's big for you. I've talked about Sagittarius energy for you. It's big for you. It blends well with you. Fire sign, air sign. 9 of Wands, moon in Sagittarius. And so by the way, we love the moon in Sagittarius, but this is saying, I'm not giving up. Look at him. He's standing in front of his wands, protecting his wands. He's saying, universe, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. No, you're not going to win. I've got this. You're not taking anything away from me. So good for you, Aquarius. Stand your ground, but still do that healing. It does seem like there may be something here where you may have to really connect with your higher mind, your intuition. I'm going to show you something here. You see the gauze around his head? Yeah, he's gone through it. He's gone through it. And he's not backing down, but it is covering up his third eye. And so you really want to be able to see, right? With your third eye. It's right here, your pineal gland. I'll clarify that for you. What do we got? Should we see here? Yeah, you got the Page of Cups. You got 3 pages. I mean, this is, like I said, the equinox, new beginnings. You're about to have new beginnings. Prepare. You got 3 pages that represent new beginnings, turning that page. Page of Cups. This is following your bliss. Okay? This is everything. It's cups. So the fact that you got the King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, amazing. Follow your bliss. What do you want? Hang in there, because what you want is coming through. You got another page coming through. You could be getting a lot of intuitive messages, which is great when you hang in there and open up your third eye, like I told you to, because the Page of Cups is very intuitive. This is Cups. He's very Piscean energy. Speaking of which, look at all these fish. You got fish popping out of the cup. Something to surprise. You got another fish here. You got the fish around the necklace of the King of Cups. A lot of creative energy. And creativity is remember, that's what makes you human. Creativity is think about the root of that. Create. What I tell you to do, create. You create your reality. Create something. Create. Page of Cups, wonderful, because that is not only you follow your intuition, because you really hung in there, right? But your intuition is telling you what you want. Following your bliss. Even his sleeves are red. Wear your heart in your sleeve, that kind of energy here. But there's something that you're opening yourself up to that's coming through. That could be something very creative. And again, I would not be surprised if there's a person coming through with all these pages, new, or even a new way of a partnership or relationship, like starting over again. But even still, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is a week of everything flowing for you. Everything is really great. I love all these cups. I love, the Page of Swords here. You didn't get, yeah, you did. Okay, so Page of Pentacles. This is great. You've got a great spread. It just don't block yourself off and have that mental breakthrough as well. Oh my, okay, Aquarius, next week. Okay, so next week, oh gosh, yours is always so long. I'm so sorry. We'll start doing the clarifiers in the second thread. These are just way too long. I'm sorry about that. Next week, I just want to give you a preview. Remember, we have that once in a lifetime. Never, like nobody on this planet, dead or alive, right? Remember, it's modern human history. The planetary conjunctions that we're having. We've got Venus, Mercury going back to Pisces. We have Mars squaring Chiron exact. We have the new moon solar eclipse. We have Neptune moving into Aries for the first time in 164 years. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you like how crazy next week is going to be. But all for the best for you. It's actually, things are great for you. There's so many Pluto sextiles, and it's you're gonna be fine. And it is just truly bonkers. This week though, oh yeah, there's so many lunations that if you're here for career or fame, public recognition, friendships, even love, even like healing, this is going to be a week emotionally, intuitively, all of that, all within you with the moon cycles. Talk about in the second spread. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. If you want to join, you know how to join, and I do this every week. Next, that's it. And so if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Aquarius, let me hear from you. I can't believe, oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Aquarius. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.